everybody. I just wanted to run through a technique that is really helpful. Um, it's a good way to start working on your ball. If you're finding it difficult, for example, for getting your balance and things like that, or if you have any issues with your back, if you've got some arthritis or anything like that, I would always start with the wall. So you're sitting, you've got a wall here. Usually you've got these little sideboard things at the bottom. You just try to work around those. You really want something that's nice and flat that can support you. And you start off with the ball on the floor, and we're going to do the left side of the spine. So you're pressing back and releasing, push back and release. Good, and you just gradually make your whole way up the spine. So this is the left side of my back, pressing and release. So you're trying to feel like you're pushing those big tight muscles away from the side of the spine. Keep rolling up the back. If you want, you can sort of squeeze in a little bit further, do a bit more pressure, press and release. And gradually make your way up your back. So you might find some places which are tender or sore, you know, knowing whether if it's tender just because the muscles are tight, you can press firmly into that, take as much pressure as you can. If it's tender because you've got some sort of issue going on there, I would probably try and skip that point and move on up to the next point. Good, pressing and releasing. Now this is a technique you can actually do sitting. You can use the wall, but you can do this actually sitting on the couch if you've got like a flat back chair. I've done this sitting on a bus before, and I've done this sitting in an airplane before. Really good for circulation. And you know, just do that over and over again. If I was sitting watching a movie or something, like in an airplane, you could go up and down your back numerous times, and by the time you finish, you do feel so much better for it. Really good at just getting the circulation into the tight muscles, starting to loosen them up. Good, working your whole way up the back. You can take the ball away. Sorry. And put it back over the shoulder. Press back and release. So releasing any tight muscles here in between the shoulder blades. Work your way up. Now, depending on the length of your spine, this might take you longer, or you might be here already. That's fine. Bring the ball into the back of the neck. Press back and release. Again, think of yourself pushing those tight muscles away from the side of the spine. And roll right up into the hairline. And you're trying to push the head straight back and release, straight back and release. So rather than this sort of technique, sometimes people do this. It's not as beneficial as just going straight back, because you're strengthening all the muscles in the neck. You're strengthening the muscles which are underused, and you're releasing the muscles that are overused. It's really good for your alignment. Keep going right up into the pressure points there at the top of the neck, where the hairline is. And when you've had enough, sit back. Now just see, can you sit up nice and straight? Can you sit back without the chin going up too high? Good, use the wall as a guideline for your posture. Okay, and then do the other side. So ball on the back on the floor, and now you're on the right side of the spine, forwards and back. Pressing a few times into each point. Always do both sides of the spine for balance. Sometimes when it comes to rolling, you can spend all your time on the sore areas. It's important to keep your body in balance. Inhale forwards, exhale, press back. Work your way up the spine, up the right side of the spine. So So important to look after your back. Keeping flexible body, flexible mind. Getting the ball up between the shoulder blades. When it gets to a point where you just can't reach any higher, that's probably the last spot there. Press there. Then release the ball and drop it over the shoulder. That's it, press and release. So you can should start feeling really nice already, but if you do that a couple of times, it will feel fantastic. Rolling the ball right up. You just straighten up a wee bit. Head straight back and release. Right up into the hairline. Good. Sit against the wall. Do you feel nice and straight and tall? And then one last time, and this is right up the middle. So ball on the floor. We're going right up the middle of the spine now. Press back. Pressing back about 3 times in each spot. Exhale as you push. Inhale as you come forwards. Really good for the spine, releasing all the muscles attached here. This helps the nerves run into the organs function better. Really good for your posture, your alignment, bone density. Keep going. Really good for cerebrospinal fluid, getting the circulation moving up and down the spine, which is actually linked to good memory. So many benefits. Push back and release. Nice if you've been sitting at a desk for long periods, or sitting on a bike, or rowing, or swimming, whatever activities you do. I think everybody's backs get tight. Good. And then dropping the ball down. Whatever you do for long periods of time will tighten your back into that position. So even if you have like lying in bed, if you're lying in a funny position, that will affect your back. Different emotions, if you're feeling fearful, that's lower back. Unsupported, lower back. Good. Push the head back and release a few times here. So relaxing. And sit back and before I finish, I just thought I'd do a little bit on the legs as well. So this is just similar to what we're doing with the legs, but now you're just sitting here and you're pushing the ball straight down, so into the top of the hamstrings, and work your way down the leg. Press. Good. Into the back of the knee like we did before. Hook the hand under. So interlock the fingers over the knee. Push down. And work the way down the leg. Use the other leg to press down. And just keep going until you get right out to the ankle. Press, stretch. Other side, just watch the legs, let them just flop to the sides. Sometimes one leg will feel a little bit longer once you've released it. That's again another reason why you have to do both sides. Keep everything balanced. Good, slowly roll your way down the backs of your legs. There's a lot of tension at the back of the knee. So for this one, you bend your left leg, put your right hand under, interlock your fingers, press, set them on the top of the knee, use your left leg to push down. So you're trying to push into the back of the knee. And then slowly roll down the leg. releasing all those big tight muscles. All the way down until you get to the heel. Press. Good, and release. And there you have it. Nice and relaxed. Relax legs, relax back. And practice against the wall. It just makes it, when you're doing the floor work, so much easier. Okay, until next time, keep rolling. Keep up your good work.